Hi, this is Miss Haley. I wanted to go over using the table feature in your calculator. And so we'll talk about this little part later on some of the word problems. So right now what we want to do, you want to get your graphing calculator. Go up to the Y equal button. It's the very top left button. And it literally has Y equal on the button. Okay, remember, if you have to stop and look for stuff on your calculator, remember you can hit pause on the video instead of it continuing on and you're still back here looking, for the beginning. So be sure to hit pause if you need to, however often. Alright, in Y1, type in your 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. Now, some of y'all might be complete beginners with the graphing calculator, so let me show you. Let's see. Let me get the graphing calculator here and show you. Here we go. I think. Okay, slowly it is coming up. I feel confident. Let's see. Come on. Here we go. Alrighty. So what we are talking about right now is the Y equal, which is right up here, Y equal. Now, whenever you want to type the letter X, look over here at the calculator. Beside the green button, this X. You won't ever use these other symbols, but just the letter X. So we were wanting to type 3x squared minus 6x. So 3, hit the X, and then the x squared. Okay. And then minus 6x, so subtract. Notice you do have a negative down here and the subtraction over here. You cannot use those interchangeably on the calculator. So right now we're wanting to subtract, so we click that one. 6 and the x again up here, and then plus 5. Okay. Now you can hit enter if it makes you feel better, sort of that you finished it. You can hit the enter right there. So it should look exactly like mine. Okay. Now, so we type that in. Now we're going to go and we're going to set up our table in the calculator, not on automatic table. Instead, we're going to make it where I can ask, or you can ask, the calculator about specific X numbers, what will the answer be? So, we do second window. Okay, so over here, that means second is the blue button. And window is right here, right next to the Y equal. Okay, and this is actually how you want it to end up looking. So if yours already looks like this, then you're good. But most of you probably have the auto darkened. So you want to go down, down to the right, and then press enter to nail that down. Do not worry about the numbers that are up here. That's only if you're going to have an automatic table, and we are not. Okay. Now, once you finish, or if it was already that way to start with, okay, we want to go to second graph, which is over here. And that's the actual table. Notice it's got the X and the Y at the top, just like when you make a T-table or a T-chart on paper. Now, if you've got old numbers right here, old X's, okay, we use the delete button right here, not the clear button. Delete. And you just delete them one by one by one. Now, if you're trying that and they're not deleting, it probably means that on second window that you did not nail down that ask. So go back and check that. And to get back to the table, second graph. Okay, now the numbers we want to put in, just to see if you typed it right and everything else, we're going to type 35, 27, and negative 15. So 35, enter. It's plugging it into the problem that we typed in, and it gets the answer of 3470. 27, enter. It figures up the answer and negative 15 enter. Okay, and so we'll be using this quite frequently, so you need to practice those steps, especially some of you beginners. Y'all might need to go to the Math Hub for some extra help, or come see me during my office hours if that's possible. But for now, let's see. Let's try a couple from this other page that I've got right here. Let's just try this one quickly. So right now I'm just out on my home screen, and to do that I did second, and then mode has the word quit right above it. Second quit. Second mode gets you out on your home screen. And clear. Alright, so now this new problem says that I want to have x squared minus 5, and I want to plug in these numbers. So, starting from the beginning, y equals, now I'm going to clear that whole equation away. Okay, I'm going to type in x squared minus 5. So, x, then the squared, and subtract the 5. Okay, once you've got it typed in correctly, you can go straight to the table now. You don't have to change that ask every time. It'll stay set up. So to the table is second graph, second table. If the other numbers bug you being there, you can delete. But you can also just type over, like I could put a -3 right on top of that and it'll go away. The -2, it would go away. So whichever way, you know, it's just sort of your personal preference. Some people it really bugs having the old numbers, and so they just delete, 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 which is fine and good. So each of these I'm just hitting, I'm pressing the equal afterwards, and you see that we get the numbers that would be our function values, our y answers over here. Now, whoops, sorry about that. Now, if we wanted to graph it, the basic graph, the basic way we will graph is again to have typed in what you want to graph. So we've got that typed in, and then zoom, the zoom button right there, and we will always start every new graph on the standard shot of it. So zoom 6. And you should be seeing this nice little parabola sitting in this exact part of the graph. If you've got a parabola but it's somewhere else, then something's not correct. Either you didn't type it wrong, type it right, or you didn't do zoom 6. So whenever you're looking at a problem like this that I've done, be sure you're comparing it and that everything is exactly the same. Alrighty, see you next time.